Hello guys, this is Rishabh and you are watching Company360.in. COVID medicines counterfeiting. Rise of the new wave. COVID-19 is not the only wave which is dangerous. With India currently engulfed in an all-encompassing firestorm, that is the second wave of the COVID-19 pandemic, a corresponding new wave of counterfeiters have emerged side by side, who are trying to benefit from the desperate demand for COVID medicines by selling counterfeits of life-saving drugs, including critical remdesivir. While the nation grapples with this unprecedented human tragedy and loss of life, the last few weeks have seen a rise in counterfeiting of such drugs, as evidenced by the many recent instances of the law enforcement nabbing such counterfeiters. Recently on April 17, the Bangalore police arrested a counterfeiter who was purportedly trying to sell the counterfeit remdesivir in the black market for an exorbitant sum of 14,000 rupees per vial. There have been a spate of such incidents which have been reported in the Indian media. It is heart-wrenching to see that counterfeiters are not even sparing those in desperate, life-threatening conditions during this human catastrophe to reap illegal profits. Similar incidents have also been reported in Pune, Indore, Mumbai, etc., thereby showing the alarming degree of proliferation of such unscrupulous activities. In addition to acts of counterfeiting, there have also been reports to crude attempts to even try and pass off saline water as remdesivir. It is therefore becoming increasingly imperative at this time that the general public be made aware of basic due diligence measures that can be conducted to try to spot fake medicines, especially critical care drugs such as remdesivir, at a time when there appears to be no honor amongst thieves, unlike what the title of Mr. Archer's namesake novel would have us believed. Fake versus real. So among these fake ones, how do we know which ones are the real medicines? Remdesivir in India is manufactured by several pharma companies, one of the principal of which is Hetero Healthcare Limited, a Hyderabad-based pharmaceutical manufacturer marketing the drug under the brand name of Covifor. A senior officer of the Delhi police recently released comparative photographs and tips about how to spot fake Covifor from original over Twitter. The same is being shared for increasing the visibility of such information, which may turn out to be the difference between life and death when battling COVID-19. How to spot fake Covifor from original. The term RX is mentioned on the top left as a superscript above the name remdesivir. The counterfeit package does not have the term RX. In the word vial, the V is in uppercase, superscript or capitalized. The letter V in the word vial on the counterfeit packaging is not capitalized. The mark Covifor is placed horizontally on the center, but a bit higher up from the vertical middle. The mark Covifor herein appears to be printed with a different alignment. The statement on the bottom of the front side of the packaging reads as for use in hospital institutional setup only. Herein the first alphabet, that is F, is capitalized. The letter F is not capitalized in the fine print statement at the bottom of the front face of the counterfeit packaging. The original packaging has the instruction for intravenous infusion only. The counterfeit packaging does not seem to advertise this instruction. The description lyophilized powder is mentioned above the mark Covifor. This is not mentioned on the counterfeit packaging. The sentence power for concentrate for solution for infusion is printed below the mark Covifor. This statement is not there below the Covifor mark on the counterfeit packaging. The original has a warning label on the back of the box which is red in color. The warning on the counterfeit packaging is in black colored font. Covifor or remdesivir was developed and made by Gilead Sciences, an American company, and a label stating Covifor is manufactured under a license from Gilead Sciences, Incorporated, is printed at the back of the original packaging below the above mentioned red colored warning. No such statement is printed on the back of the counterfeit packaging. The backside has another capitalization error. Under the Indian manufacturer's name, India is written as India. That is without the alphabet I being in uppercase. The state Telangana is misspelt as Telangana. It is hoped that the above mentioned non-exhaustive list of pointers will help the general public to exercise vigilance and be able to distinguish counterfeit pharmaceutical products from the real ones. In addition, consumers must also be mindful of the below factors. Difference in MRP as widely reported for such drugs compared to the price being offered to them, whether on the higher side or the lower side. Quality of packaging. It may be possible that counterfeiting packaging may be of poor quality. The shape, print colors may be slightly different, etc. Check spellings of all discernible text. It is unlikely that the original packagings or veils would have typographical errors. For example, Telangana misspelled as Telangana. The conclusion. The country as a whole must be made aware and exercise caution and vigilance against such counterfeiting activities in the midst of an unprecedented crisis as the present one that we are facing. Besides the law enforcement authorities cracking down against such counterfeiters, it is also the prerogative of brand owners and IP holders, such as vaccine makers, manufacturers, etc., to take proactive action against such counterfeiters, which not only would save countless lives but also safeguard their own valuable reputation and intellectual property. Want to get some legal services for yourself? Company360.in provides you with all the necessities required for these procedures for a very reasonable price. Thanks. If you still have some questions, feel free to put them down in the comments section, or you can find us at www.company360.in, or email us at info@company360.in, or call us at 964-334-0938.